Hey guys, Super Creeper Star here, back with another vlog, and today my mom and I are going to be making mac and cheese, and our recipe will be linked in the description for you to make it at home if you would like to make it yourself. This is our own recipe that we thought of, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. We are going to be cutting an onion and carrot, or grating a carrot actually.
Those are peppers. Don't need peppers.
We can put a pepper in.
Are you sure?
Yeah, we put a pepper in once, I think.
Here, grab the carrot. Oh, that carrot looks funny. Show everybody how funny the carrot is.
Look at that.
And what else do we put in that you don't like eating raw?
Celery. We put celery in it because I don't like eating raw celery.
But by adding vegetables to cheese sauce, you get a whole bunch more nutrition packed into your sauce. We're even going to put a red pepper in.
Yep.
Alright.
Oh, look at this piece of celery.
That's pretty funny looking, hey? So now we need a pot. And I'm actually going to switch these over. Put this on the higher heat and this on the smaller ring. That way this will start to boil faster. So I always cut the onion up last because the onion makes me cry. So I'm going to cut up the celery, the carrot, and the pepper, and then the onion.
Okay. So we are cutting the celery.
And you want to cut it into relatively small pieces, even though you're going to be using an immersion blender later. If it has big pieces, then it will take too long for it to cook. And as soon as I get the celery chopped, I'm going to put the secret ingredient in and get it heating up in the pan.
Secret ingredient?
There's a secret ingredient that makes our mac and cheese the best. And do you want to know what it is? Should I tell them?
Yes.
Bacon grease. Instead of using plain old vegetable oil, we use the leftover bacon grease from when we make bacon. We just heat it up in the microwave. And you're probably thinking, why would you use bacon grease? Well, it makes the mac and cheese taste just a little bit like bacon.
Also use another secret ingredient. Worcestershire sauce.
Yeah, that stuff's gold.
It makes your food taste more flavorful.
It sure does.
And we use one more secret ingredient.
Don't tell them all our secrets.
Garlic. I will peel this carrot.
Oh, good. Thank you.
And a secret, my mom likes to hum when she's cooking.
Oh, I do. Sorry.
It's okay.
I didn't even realize I hummed while I cook. Papa plays the drums on everything when he cooks.
Yeah, my dad plays the drums on everything when he cooks.
So there we have 1 clove of garlic. They're quite big, so I'm going to only use 2.
Alright.
Also, Carys really likes garlic. I could probably use more and she'd be happy with it. But not everybody likes garlic as much. So if you're going to make the recipe, I would start with 2 cloves. And then the next time, if you want it more garlic, you just add more garlic.
Yep.
And because we're going to be pureeing everything later, I just slice up the garlic. It doesn't have to be very small. So there. 1 handful of garlic. You're doing a really good job with peeling.
Almost all the way peeled, as you can see.
Yeah, really nice job.
Pretty much is actually peeled.
And now I'm going to use the crusty old grater. This is a grater that's been in our family for like 40 years. And it's technically broken, but it happens to be the best carrot grater we've ever used. Here, let me just put this in the compost. To the compost. See? Best grater ever.
Not really.
No, it really is. See, because when it grates the carrots, it still leaves them feeling dry, whereas all the other graters in our house, for some reason, the carrots get all kind of weirdly wet. Oh yeah, while I'm grating the carrot, would you mind stirring the celery? See, there she is stirring the celery.
And here's the celery.
Whoop, whoop, almost tripped. You want to cook it on medium heat so that the vegetables get nice and soft. And you're going to cook it for a little while because you want them to get kind of almost golden brown. You want a little bit of color in the vegetables because it adds flavor to the sauce.
And if this cooking video does well, we might make some more
Yeah.
cooking videos.
See, nice little pile of carrot, in it goes.
Now, it's in there,
I'm
as
gonna.
you can see.
Are you sure you want pepper in here? Because we've never done it before.
We have actually.
And you liked it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or Papa and I have actually.
The reason why I'm asking is because Carys is often quite particular about her meals and what she likes in them and how she likes them cooked. And I want this to work out well for her. Okay. So there.
We did half of the pepper, I think I remember.
Okay. Peppers are a little bit harder to cut because they're not flat or long and skinny, but we do our best.
And our cat just walked in the kitchen, if you want to show him.
Snickle friends. Hi, Sneaky. Hi, Sneaky. Meow. Meow.
That's our cat, Snickle Fritz. We named him after the cat from a TV show that I used to watch when I was littler, called The Big Comfy Couch.
Granny Garbanzo had a cat named Snickle Fritz.
If you watch the show.
There. Now we need to add the onion. I only need to put in half an onion. Where's the rest of that piece of onion? Oh, there it is. Because we'll be using the other half in a meal that I'm making for me and Papa later on.
And I might video that as well if you want.
Well, we'll see.
I'm just starting with the mac and cheese one because it's simple.
It is pretty simple.
Here's a look at what's in the pot so far.
So that's going to cook for like 20 minutes. So what we're probably going to do is once that starts, we'll put a pause on the video so you don't have to stand around for 20 minutes. And then we'll come back to it when we're ready to do the next part.
Alright. I'm going to stand back for the onion.
Carys does not like onion eye burn. Although, to be honest, I'm not a fan either. But if you do it fast, get it over with, it's not so bad. And also, because everything's going to be pureed later, the onion doesn't have to be in tiny pieces. Oh, hang on, that looks like a bit peely there. Alright, and then this last little bit here.
And I believe the water is starting to boil.
Yeah, so we'll just turn the heat off on that for now, because we don't necessarily need the noodles to be cooked right away. So we'll just give this a little stir, make sure everything is coated with that yummy bacon fat. And then we'll put a lid on this, and we'll see you in 20 minutes.
Here's a look at everything. And just for fun, this is our dog.
Well, she's in the dark, you probably can't see her. She's feeling sorry for herself, she has bad tummy.
Yep. and she likes to supervise when we're all in the kitchen. So we will see you when we do our next. So now we're back, and this is what the vegetables look like now.
See, they're soft, and they've picked up a little bit of color.
Yep.
So now, Carys, I'm going to get a bit of flour, and I'm going to ask you to keep stirring it in while I grate the cheese.
Okay.
Okay?
Flour goes in. This is how we make the cheese sauce. And you might be thinking that this isn't cheese sauce because the vegetables are all like not blended up. But my mom has a secret.
It's true.
She blends it up.
I do. I use an immersion blender. So now we're going to take a little bit of cheese. Probably going to be about a cup of cheese by the time I'm done. And we're just going to grate that.
We're using orange cheddar, but you can use any cheese you want.
I wouldn't recommend mozzarella because it'll just kind of stick together. You want a good melting cheese. So like a cheddar or a white cheddar or Havarti or Gouda or Gruyere. But most people make mac and cheese with cheddar, don't they?
Some people do, not all people though.
Yeah. Okay, so there's about a cup of cheese. We're not going to need that right away. We're going to need it in about a minute. I'm just going to get some milk, and I'm going to heat it up in the microwave. You don't have to heat up your milk, but if you heat it up in the microwave, then the cheese sauce thickens faster. So I'm going to put in about a cup and a half of milk.
Here's the cup and a half of milk, as you can see. So now my mom is going to put it in the microwave up here.
Can you open the door for me, darling? It's going to depend on your microwave, but you want it to get steaming hot. In our microwave, that's about a minute and a half. You don't want it to boil in the microwave because then it just makes a mess. Just steamy hot.
Here's a look at the vegetables now.
See how it looks a little bit more pasty because of the flour in it? Yeah. And you have to keep stirring once you put the flour in, otherwise it sticks to the bottom.
And I'm using a spatula, but you can use anything you want to stir.
Yep. Spatulas are good though because they kind of squish stuff down.
But like you can use a spoon, or you can use this kind of spatula, a wooden one. You can use really anything to stir it. And then we're going to put something in the mac and cheese that you don't have to put in if you don't want to. We're going to put a can of tuna in it.
Yes, Carys really likes tuna in her mac and cheese.
And the dog and the cat are going to probably go crazy.
Because they like tuna juice. That's the water that comes off the tuna when you open the can. We feed it to the cat and the dog.
The cats.
Yes, the two cats.
Because we have two cats. One we don't really see much. I think I'll find a picture of her and I'll add it into the video.
Okay.
Door! Yikes. The milk is all heated up, as you can see. It's steaming, and now we're pouring it in.
We're pouring in about a cup's worth. And we're going to use that other half cup. Don't worry. It's just at the beginning, you only need a cup. Now I'm going to open the tuna can.
And listen to the dog and the cat go crazy.
Yeah. See? There's a dog.
That's our dog.
It's okay.
She's half husky and half ridgeback.
Okay.
She's got a personality.
Very strong personality. So I'm just pouring out the tuna so that I can give it to the cats in a little bit.
Don't forget the dog.
Oh, I won't.
Unless her tummy is too bad.
No, it'll be okay. I'll let her have some. Here's some tuna juice.
The dog is out there because we don't allow her in the kitchen. For obvious reasons.
Go. I'll give the kitties theirs in a little bit. Since nobody came running.
And this is what the... Oh dear. This is what it looks like now.
Now that you've added the milk and it's thickening up.
Here,
Yeah.
can you,
Here, hang on. Gotta get stuff out of the way first. Here, let me just pick this up.
Yeah. So this
See?
is what it looks like now.
So it's all thickened up. So now I'm going to take the immersion blender and I'm gonna grind it all until it's smooth.
And do you want me to add this?
Yep, put the rest of the milk in.
There goes the rest of the milk.
And let me just...
And do you add the cheese before you
Nope.
blend it? Or?
I blend it and then I add the cheese.
Oh. So this part might be a little bit loud for headphone users.
See? Immersion blender, also known as a stick blender.
Mm-hmm.
Can you
lick that off?
Careful, it might be hot. And can you put the heat back on under the noodles? Up to maximum, please.
Oh, maximum.
Yep.
Cheese though.
Can you do me a favor and add some Worcestershire sauce, please?
Worcestershire sauce.
That's tons.
And then we're gonna add the cheese in a bit. Can of tuna.
Okay, I'm going to check to see how smooth it is, and I just take the spatula and I dip it in and I take a look. Yep, that looks nice and smooth. Here, I'll show you. See, nice and smooth.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I can just take the immersion blender away. Can you put that over in the drawer over there?
Sorry for any headphone users.
Sorry for the tapping. Back with my spatula. And now I start adding the cheese. And this is where Carys, where you can stir again. So as soon as the cheese gets mixed in, just keep stirring. Nice and gentle.
And I
or
can
it'll...
hear the water boiling already.
Yep.
Take a look at that.
Mm-hmm. How's that? Is all that stirred in? Yeah, it looks like it is. So we'll add another handful of cheese. The trick with adding cheese is you have to be patient and only add it a bit at a time. If you add all the cheese all at once, then the sauce cools down and it gets kind of gritty.
Yeah.
And it's not as tasty when it's gritty. That red pepper made it a pretty color.
Yeah. And it's optional if you want to add red pepper.
Yeah, you don't have to add red pepper if you don't want. If you don't like peppers, say.
And the noodles that we're using, again, optional. We use elbow noodles, but you can use spiral pasta. I mean, if you wanted to, you could use spaghetti pasta, although I wouldn't if I were you.
And I use about 2 cups of raw noodles. Okay.
So my mom is just adding the noodles now. As you can see.
Can you pass me a wooden spatula, please, Carys?
Wooden spatula coming right up.
Thank you. If you use elbow macaronis, you have to stir the bottom of the pot until it starts to get warm enough that the noodles start moving around on their own in there. Otherwise, they all just stick to the bottom.
And I'll just keep stirring in the cheese.
Yep. It's nice having a helper do it for me. Oh, and I'll put a little salt into the pasta water.
Always want to add salt into your pasta water.
And you always, for pasta water, you add a little bit more salt than you think you should, because it should taste like seawater. That's what the Italians say.
My parents watch lots of shows, like Italian shows and
Cooking shows.
Cooking
Lots
shows.
of cooking shows.
And no, again, we did not get this recipe from anything. We came up with it ourselves.
Yeah. It started way, way back as a recipe I saw on a TV show. There was a lady, I think, who lived in Vermont, and she had a farm kitchen, and she made bacon mac and cheese for her son, and I thought, oh, that would be good. But it's gone through quite a lot of changes.
It started out as bacon mac and cheese, then tuna mac and cheese, then kind of just normal mac and cheese for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
And now we do vegetable cheese sauce because it's a healthier version of it.
Yep. We got, let's see, onion, celery, carrot, and pepper into this one sauce. And it's smooth and creamy, and you don't even know the vegetables are there.
It even just tastes like normal mac and cheese.
A little bit sweeter.
A little bit sweeter, yeah.
We had to make plain mac and cheese the other weekend, and Carys told me she likes this version better.
Put a bit of pepper in it already.
Mm-hmm.
Pepper is a food group.
I should put in my secret ingredient that I don't even think you know about.
I don't know about it. My mom has a secret hot sauce.
About a teaspoon of Sriracha sauce.
Hot sauce?
Yep, I've been putting it in the whole time. You never knew. Gives it a little tang.
I didn't even know that. My mom has been keeping secrets from me.
That's right. Okay, this is boiling now, so I can just kind of not have to stir it so vigorously anymore.
I will taste a little bit of the cheese sauce.
And now there's 8 minutes left until the pasta noodles cook, and then we'll show you what it all looks like when we mix it together. How's it taste?
Good.
Good.
Cheese sauce is done. And now we'll be back in 8 minutes when the noodles are cooked. Okay.
Okay.
So the noodles are done.
I'm just going to drain them.
We're just gonna drain them.
Okay, so you're safe.
Yep.
This is hot and should always be done by a grown-up.
Yep.
And I'll be using this pot in a minute for another dish. I'm just going to put it over here for now.
Another dish.
Alright, so.
And I think the dog just spilled her bowl everywhere.
She does that.
Yep. So now, you're probably wondering what we're going to do now with the cheese sauce and the tuna.
Okay, so that's all the liquid out of the pasta, and it goes to a nice big bowl. In goes the cheese sauce. Almost all of it. We'll see how much we need. And we mix. And you're probably thinking this looks really gloopy, but you'd be surprised how much of the sauce the noodles are going to absorb.
And I think we have leftover cheese sauce
We might.
for another meal.
I'm just going to take a fork and shred. See, I'm shredding the tuna in the can just to make the pieces a bit smaller. So when I dump it in here, the pieces aren't ginormous.
And now we're going to mix it. Just gonna put stuff away first, apparently.
You gotta try to keep your kitchen clean. All right, so do you want me to video you while you stir it, or do you want me to stir it?
You can stir it.
All right. We use the folding technique, just like this. Through the middle, around the outside, through the middle.
And again, you don't have to use tuna. You can use bacon or just have it as is.
Diced up ham would be really good in here. Chicken left over from dinner would be really good if you have leftover chicken from one night. So there you go. There is tuna veggie mac and cheese.
Well, guys, I hope you liked this video. Make sure to like and subscribe. And again, the recipe will be in the description for you to make it yourself if you want to make tuna mac and cheese
Tuna veggie mac and cheese.
yourself.
Yep.
And if you like this video, leave a comment asking for more cooking videos and we will do so.
Yep, we'll put some more on.